Hello everybody, Paul here. So I thought I'd do a little intro to my video because this video I want to do is something that I thought I'd like to share with people who watch this, people who might want to get into YouTube, who watch my videos and haven't had the confidence to do it. So I'd like to do a kind of overview of my experiences since I joined back in 2020 and did my first actual live, not live, but recorded video. So yeah, so I'm going to share with you the ups, the downs, and anything you might want to know. So let's crack on with it, shall we? Alright everyone, Geordie Paul here. Welcome back to Magpie Movies. In what today I'm going to class as being a bit of a different video as such. I'm not going to be sharing any of the 4Ks, unboxings, doing a review, but more of how my journey's gone, where I am, where I was. And if you're thinking of starting YouTube, as I said in the introduction, or you've got one and you've lost the confidence, then I'll just tell you a bit about my journey. So yeah, I'm not asking for subs. I'm not asking for feedback, although you can give some if you'd like. I'm just going to go through both the positives, negatives, and from start of when I started the YouTube channel to where I am now, and how things have progressed. So yeah, so let's delve a bit into Magpie Movies and myself, and I'll share with you my experiences. So, where do we begin? I'm going to start with the positives and the journey to where I am now. So I had a quick look through my videos and I made some bullet points here. And I actually did my first ever video on the 29th of April 2020. Now, I've never ever even thought about wanting to start a YouTube channel. It hadn't even crossed my mind. It wasn't a kind of a side project or hobby that I really wanted to get into. I mean, don't get me wrong, I looked on YouTube previous to creating a channel for like movie trailers, reviews, behind the scenes of all of Newcastle United and any kind of football interviews and things like that, or football highlights. I just basically used it as a video platform to watch things that I was interested in. I guess from a YouTuber perspective, the people I followed, I used to really, not so much now, but back in the day, about 3-4 years ago, I used to watch an American YouTuber called Adam the Woo, who had the Adam the Woo channel and the Daily Woo. He still does it now and he's got a good following, but his content now is a bit different to what it was back then. It's more vlogging as opposed to informational. I don't know, if you watch his early videos, you'll know what I mean. But I'm very interested in like filming locations of where movies were obviously filmed and what they look like now. And then, you know, I've always had a passion of buying stuff. Had a massive football shirt collection, be it Newcastle, Celtic, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, AC Milan, any kind of foreign team. I used to have loads. I've cut that down. When we moved house, I sold all that and put it towards the cost of moving house. But then I've always been an avid movie and film collector, physically, digitally, whatever it might be. So I thought it was lockdown when it hit back in, well, before April 2020. And on my lunch before that hit, like watching Adam the Woo, I also used to watch Big Paulie's channel and all the pickups he got, which gave me an idea of what was out and prices they are in store or online. So that kind of gave me an idea. And then when lockdown did hit, I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. I joined a few Facebook pages, Big Paulie's Facebook page. I joined that. Used to post things I used to pick up. But I think it was just kind of lockdown hit, and I thought, what am I going to do in between work? You know, when work finishes the weekends there. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start a YouTube channel. And so back on the 29th of April 2020, a historic moment in Magpie Movies channel, I took the plunge and I recorded my first video. It was kind of like there to where I am now. And at that time, I've gone through loads of name changes. It was, I can't remember now, Rolfie's Reviews was the first one, because a nickname from my friends back home in Whitley and North Shields called me Rolfie. And then I went to Rolfie's Real Ramblings, like a play on words with real with a double E, like a film reel. And then I went to Magpie Movies with Geordie Paul, and I got rid of the with Geordie Paul and just put Magpie Movies. And that's basically where the channel name came from and where I am now. So when I started back on the 29th of April, and I was kind of integral and part of Big Paulie's Facebook page, every video I did, I wanted to get as much exposure to it as possible, just to get people watching and get any feedback. Because I was at the beginning, I was very much kind of case, I've never done this before. Please comment or send me a message. Could I improve this? I was even sending the videos to my friends, or the YouTube links to my friends, to see what they think. Like, improve the lighting. Could I do this? So yeah, so I started posting videos in the Facebook pages, etc. But one of the main things that you need to get when you do a YouTube channel, which I'm fine with now, but I struggled with back then, other than I had a shaved head because it was COVID, is having confidence in it. Because it's all fine and well doing it, or doing a video, but a lot of people who I talk to now are kind of saying, I don't feel confident getting behind the camera. You know what, if that's the case, and you want to do a YouTube channel, go behind the camera. Just show what the camera sees. You don't need to be in front of the camera. You know, people want to see your content, not necessarily you. So always bear that in mind, that you don't always have to show yourself. Then obviously when you do get more confident, you know, people, you know, I always used to stutter. I mean, I kind of do now. I don't do anything scripted. This is all very much bullet points I've got written down. And that's why I'm going backwards and forwards, not really sticking to a formula of this kind of video. So yeah, so the confidence is a main issue. So, but through time, and obviously it's been over 3 years now, you build the confidence to do it. I mean, personally, I'm not, and I'll truthfully say this, I'm not confident to go out and video in shops and things like that in case somebody comes over and goes, what you doing? And I don't want somebody to go, oh, you're not supposed to be doing this. So I avoid that. Don't really do that. Occasionally I do it, but I'm not confident to do it all the time. So once you've got that, and then following that, I then had an Instagram page, but then I also wanted to create one purely for my YouTube channel, which is why I created the Magpie Movies Instagram page. And on there I'd show pickups, the thumbnails of the videos that were coming or oncoming. So I have two Instagram accounts. I have kind of like, I wouldn't say works, but I have my hobby Magpie Movies Instagram page, and I also have my personal Instagram page. And you just, as much hashtags you got into that, and then people will come and follow people, they'll return and follow, and you get more views and you get more exposure. Another good way, once you've got a YouTube channel, which helped me personally, a big shout out, is doing collaborations with people. You get your channel noticed, and people go, can you come and do a section of video on this? Or I'm doing like a best of, I don't know, sci-fi, can you give me your recommendations? And you ask them to send you a video, you add it on there, they then give a shout on your channel. And again, it's all about exposure. That's how you can make a YouTube channel grow, is making sure that your name, your pictures, your thumbnails and your content is out there. You've got to get it out there to get the views, you know. And also then following on from the collaboration, I did live streams. I started doing live stream through StreamYard with my friend Pete over on Blu-ray Bullet Brit. We used to do it together every Sunday at 9 o'clock for a couple of hours. We'd do it ourselves, just chatting movies. And then we also invite people on. So we got Big Paulie on, Jamie Powell on, James Lack on, loads of people. But then you get burnout, which is what I got, where I used to get to a Sunday and I just could not, I didn't have the motivation to do it. So I stopped doing that. But because I did that, I'd like to think that kind of influenced other YouTubers to do the same. And great, they took that formula and they flew with it. So I'm glad it works out for other people. I mean, now personally, I'm coming back to fortnightly live streams. But if I don't want to do it, I don't have to do it. It's your channel. You can do what you want. If you don't want to do a live stream, you don't have to. And following on that from being in the Facebook page, Big Paulie, and meeting other people and subscribing to people's channels and interacting with them on live streams. You create behind the scenes Facebook Messenger pictures, Facebook Messenger messages in groups, and you get to know other people and you chat them outside of the YouTube videos and live streams. And you know, we even had a meet-up in Birmingham a couple of years ago now, which was absolutely outstanding. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A bit of a hike to get down there, but you know, I'm glad that I did, and I met some great people there, like Horror and Todge, Jim Jam Movies, James, Jamie Powell, Pete, God, who else was there? Oh, I've forgotten now. No, mine's gone blank. So if you were there, I apologise. But yeah, there's plenty of positives to take out of it. I made a lot of good friends out of it. It's been so far a more positive than negative experience on YouTube. But you know, now's the time that we have to talk about my negative experiences. So let's do that now. So sadly, with every positive has to come the opposite, which of course is the negative. So within the YouTube community or YouTube channel, of course there's going to be negatives. You can't post videos and put them in the public domain without having people commenting on them in a negative way, or people disliking your content. But that's fine. You know, it still means that that individual has made the time and effort to either watch your video all the way through or skip through it or leave a comment. But yeah, once you put your video in the public domain and you've edited it, it might not be the best editing, it might not be the best content, but you will have people come and either people who have their own channels or people with no names, or the made up names or anything like that. Sometimes you get trolls. This is true. Yeah, trolls exist in every social media platform. You get them on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You get them everywhere. YouTube is not on its own when it comes to trolls. I've had a few trolls. But the beauty is, with regards to trolls and comments, be the negative ones, it's your channel. So if you don't want someone to put a negative comment on your channel, then just delete it. And if you don't want that person to look at your content, well, they can still look at it, but don't want to comment on it, just block them. Simple as that. You know, previously I've had loads of people with fake names come in and comment on it. I'll just delete them. Just delete that comment, get rid of it. You don't want that being seen on your platform. You know, there's people saying, oh, freedom of speech and all that. Great. But that channel and those comments belong to my channel. So I'm not going to leave silly little comments on there that either having to go at myself, my friends, or the community, because that's just silly. That's not going to happen. It's not self-gratification or anything like that. You know, it's not the fact of, oh, your videos are shit or whatever. That's fine. If people want to leave that comments, you can. And it's down to me, my own or your own, if you've got your YouTube channel, decision to remove them. Nobody else's. And this also, you get negativity with regards to me. So Magpie Movies. So primarily I am a film and media content channel. But now and again, because I have this platform now, I'll do a vlog if the family and I are going away, or if somebody, not my personal self, but if somebody wants to do a food taste test or anything like that, then they can. It's their channel. They can do whatever they like on their channel or your channel. You know, if I want to do it on mine, not that I would, but if I want to do anything to do with my channel about taste testing or something like that, or going for a restaurant vlog or whatever, I can do. That's my channel. You can do what you like. So whereas you get the negativity, people say, oh, it's a movie channel, or you should let everybody leave as many negative comments as possible. Well, they can say what they like, but at the end of the day, the channel belongs to yourself or myself, and you can put on and delete what you want. What else have I got here? Yeah, there's a lot of people out there who maybe your channel's successful, but these people don't like you for some reason, whether it's jealousy, I don't know, but they want to take pot shots at you. You know, I think personally it's a form of flattery when people who've clearly watched your channel know your mannerisms, know how you do your channel, know how you present your channel, and they mimic it and imitate it and then kind of change it a bit to kind of elaborate that and make it more of a funny thing. Well, that's fine. You can, if people want to do that for me, that's good. That means that my channel's getting the exposure that it's needed, and that you've watched it. And if I've annoyed you, then I'm sorry, But that's not me who's annoyed you. That's you interpreting things as being annoying. You know, people negatively, sorry, going back to, still in the negative thing, I get sent subscriber mail. And if you start a YouTube channel and people enjoy your content, they'll probably want to send stuff to you. Some people don't like the term subscriber mail. That's fine. I do, because they are subscribed to my channel. Therefore, they send mail to me. But people somehow think that we beg for stuff. No, people are just jealous of the fact that because people enjoy your content and then you message them outside of YouTube and you make friends out of it, and people, enjoy your content and want to kind of give something back to you. If somebody messages me and says off YouTube and goes, "Oh, I want to send you something," immediately I'm like, "No, you don't have to." "Oh, but I like your video." "Well, that's fine. That's great. Thank you. But do I have to send me something?" I always say no. People will always try to bring you down. It happens in everyday life, not just on YouTube. Also, the fact of the whole idea of YouTube is to promote yourself. It's a promotion tool. That's what it is. You want to get stuff that you do or you have out there so people can see it on a video. That's the main idea of it. So if you need to put a thumbnail on there, which is kind of a clickbait, well, if that encourages people to come to your YouTube channel, then that's what it's there for. You need to bring people in. I used to, when I first started, wanting to get as many subscribers as possible. But, I'm personally like approaching 1,000. I've got like 943 or something subscribers at this moment in time. Whether I hit 1,000 now or in a year's time, it doesn't matter. I don't do videos as often as I used to. But you get the negativity of you're always begging, you're always asking for subs, you want subs, you want subs, you want subs. No. If you watch other YouTube channels as well, they'll go, please like, share and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, then just hit it. I'm not the only person who does that. And if you're doing it as well on your channels, then that's fine. That's your channel. If people don't like that, they don't have to. If people don't like your content, they don't have to watch it. Turn it off. That's it. Personally, I don't like EastEnders. I don't watch it. I don't like Mrs. Brown's Boys. I don't watch it. I don't like some other YouTube channels. I don't watch it. I don't think folk go and watch them and then comment on them, because that's a waste of my time. Why would I sit and watch Mrs. Brown's Boys for half an hour and slag it off for a week? Just don't watch it. Just don't and get involved with it. Other things with regards to YouTube is negative. Sometimes when you're doing videos, you get mind blocks. Your mind goes blank, and you run out of ideas to do, and then you don't know what you're doing, and you feel you're under pressure to do videos. No, relax. You want to do a video, do it. If you don't, and you haven't got the time or you haven't got ideas, then don't do it. Simple as that. There's nothing making you have to do a YouTube channel or do content. Just take it, relax, and do it in your own time. What else am I going to say negative wise that I've experienced? I can't think of anything more, because I've gone through all the ones I've got on here. So I've gone through, you're in the public domain, so you're obviously going to get targeted and shot out to try and bring you down. You get mind blank and you don't know what to do with your content. You get trolls, done that. Removal of content, asking for subs, sub mail. You're going to make people upset for some reason or other. If you make content that people find not appropriate and they go down the whole it's offensive route, well, that's fine. That person can find something offensive. Doesn't mean necessarily mean it is offensive, but it's offensive to that person, because no one's taking a pot shot at that person individually. If they want to take offense to it, well, that's fine. But the individual who's making that content doesn't know you. So how are they offending you personally? Take a step back. It's, personally, I don't put any offensive stuff on there. I've never had a comment about saying anything offensive, but it's just, it is what it is, shall we say. It is what it is. Yeah, so I think that's about 8 minutes worth of negative stuff to go through. So that's it. So positive and negatives have gone through. Personally, on a YouTube level and a YouTube content creator here, I wouldn't class myself as being a YouTuber, because I don't think you're a YouTuber unless it's your full-time job and you get income from it. I get no income from YouTube. I do it as a hobby. So if people say to you, are you on YouTube? I go, no, but I've got a YouTube channel. So if you want to interpret me as being a YouTuber because that's what I do, then that's fine. But I don't class myself as being a YouTuber. And you got people who call you legends and stuff. I don't encourage that. And if someone calls me a legend, I'll be like, no, you're the legend because you're the one who's watching and giving me feedback, positive feedback. So thank you for that. But no one wants to be called a legend. I haven't done anything legendary. I just sit here, look at my phone and just make videos. That's it. But yeah, the good does outweigh the bad. That's my personal interpretation of YouTube. I've made a lot of good friends. I lost a lot of good friends. But, you know, this is what happens. This is life. Doesn't affect me in my day-to-day life. Doesn't affect my family life. Doesn't affect my personal life. You know, I've made friends. If those friends and I fall out, then we fall out. Life goes on. You know, I'm not going to be upset if I lose 20 subscribers overnight. I'm not going to be ecstatic if I gain 20 subscribers overnight. Doesn't bother me one bit. If people want to interpret that me going on to, so, you know, please like, share and subscribe as begging for stuff, then that's your personal interpretation. Not mine. You don't know me. And the people who do know me know, well, they know how good of a chap I am personally. But yeah, so thanks for watching this. This is, like I said, it's just kind of an overview who I've felt and my personal journey through YouTube since I started back in, April 2020. So 3 years and, what is it now? 6 weeks later or whatever. I'm still enjoying it. Still got good friends, class of it. Still people, sorry, I still have good friends that I class as good friends. But that's it, really. So there are positives. I'd say it's about 85% positive and 85% positives and 15% negatives. And if there are negatives, you just brush them aside, block them, delete that person, and you move on. Because it doesn't affect you. It's a YouTube channel, not life or death. Always remember that. It's not that important. If I finish YouTube tomorrow, I've still got friends and I've got my family. It's not life or death. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this, I wouldn't say entertaining, but informative. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on another one of my normal videos very soon. This is Jody Paul. 3 years later, still doing Magpie movies. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.